Section 83. Vaishampayana said, when Devayani of sweet smiles heard of the birth of this child, she became jealous, and O Bharata, Sarmishtha became an object of her unpleasant reflections. And Devayani, repairing to her, addressed her thus, O thou of fair eyebrows, what sin is this thou hast committed by yielding to the influence of lust? Sarmishtha replied, a certain rishi of virtuous soul and fully conversant with the Vedas came to me, capable of granting boons. He was solicited by me to grant my wishes that were based on considerations of virtue. O thou of sweet smiles, I would not seek the sinful fulfillment of my desires. I tell thee truly that this child of mine is by that rishi. Devayani answered, it is all right if that be the case, O timid one. But if the lineage, name and family of that Brahmana be known to thee, I should like to hear them. Sarmishtha replied, O thou of sweet smiles, in asceticism and energy, that rishi is resplendent like the sun himself. Beholding him, I had not any need to make these enquiries. Devayani then said, if this is true, if indeed thou hast obtained thy child from such a superior Brahman, then O Sarmishtha, I have no cause of anger. Vaishampayana continued. Having thus talked and laughed with each other, they separated. Devayani returning to the palace with the knowledge imparted to her by Sarmishtha, and O King, Yayati also begot on Devayani two sons called Yadu and Turvasu, who were like Indra and Vishnu. And Sarmishtha, the daughter of Parvan, became through the royal sage the mother of three sons in all, named Drahyu, Anu and Puru. And O King, it so came to pass that one day Devayani of sweet smiles, accompanied by Yayati, went into a solitary part of the woods in the king's extensive park, and there she saw three children of celestial beauty playing with perfect trustfulness. And Devayani asked in surprise, whose children are they, O King, who are so handsome and so like unto the children of the celestials? In splendor and beauty they are like thee, I should think. Vaishampayana continued, and Devayani, without waiting for a reply from the king, asked the children themselves, Hey children, what is your lineage? Who is your father? Answer me truly, I desire to know all. Those children then pointed at the king with their forefingers and spoke of Sarmishtha as their mother. And having so said, the children approached the king to clasp his knees, but the king dared not curse them in the presence of Devayani. The boys then left the place and made towards their mother, weeping in grief. And the king, at this conduct of the boys, became very much abashed. But Devayani, marking the affection of the children, for the king learned the secret, and addressing Sarmishtha said, How hast thou dared to me an injury, being as thou art dependent on me? Dost thou not fear to have recourse once more to that asura custom of thine? Sarmishtha said, O thou of sweet smiles, all that I told thee of a rishi is perfectly true. I have acted rightly and according to the precepts of virtue, and therefore do I not fear thee. When thou hadst chosen the king for thy husband, I too chose him as mine. O beautiful one, a friend's husband is, according to usage, one's own husband as well. Thou art the daughter of a Brahmana, and therefore deserves my worship and regard. But dost thou not know that this royal sage is held by me in great esteem still? Vaishampayana said. Devayani then, hearing those words of hers, exclaimed, O king, thus thou hast wronged me. O monarch, I shall not live here any longer. And saying this, she quickly rose with tearful eyes to go to her father. And the king was grieved to see her thus, and alarmed greatly, followed her footsteps, endeavoring to appease her wrath. But Devayani, with eyes red with anger, would not desist, speaking not a word to king. With eyes bathed in tears, she soon reached the side of her father Vusanas, the king of Kavi, and beholding her father, she stood before him after due salutations, and Yayati also immediately after saluted and worshipped Bhargava. And Devayani said, O father, virtue hath been vanquished by vice. The low have risen and the high have fallen. I have been offended against by Sarmishtha, the daughter of Rishaparvan. 3 sons have been begotten upon her by this king Yayati. But, O father, luckless as I am, I have got only 2 sons. O son of Brigu, this king is renowned for his knowledge of the precepts of religion. But, O Kavya, I tell thee that he hath deviated from the path of rectitude. Sukra, hearing all this, said, O monarch, since thou hast made wise thy beloved pursuit, thou fully acquainted with the precepts of religion, invincible decrepitude shall paralyze thee. Yayati answered, Adorable one, I was solicited by the daughter of the Dhanava king to fructify her season. I did it from a sense of virtue and not from their motives. That male person who, being solicited by a woman in her season, doth not grant her wishes, is called, O Brahmana, by those conversant with the Vedas, a slayer of the embryo. He who solicited in secret by a woman, full of desire and in season, goeth not in unto her, loseth virtue, and is called by the learned a killer of the embryo. O son of Brigu, O son of Brigu, for these reasons, and anxious to avoid sin, I went into Sarmishtha. Shukra then replied, Thou art dependent on me. Thou shouldst have avoided my command, having acted falsely in the matter of thy duty. O son of Nahusha, thou hast been guilty of the sin of theft. Vaishampayana continued, Yayati, the son of Nahusha, thus cursed by the angry Usanas, was then divested of his youth and immediately overcome by decrepitude. And Yayati said, O son of Brigu, I have not yet been satiated with youth or with Devayani. Therefore, O Brahmana, be graceful unto me, so that decrepitude might not touch me. Sukra then answered, I never speak an untruth. Even now, O king, art thou attacked by decrepitude. But if thou likest, thou art competent to transfer this thy decrepitude to another. Yayati said, O Brahmana, let it be commanded by thee that son of mine, who giveth me his youth, shall enjoy my kingdom, and shall achieve both virtue and fame. Sukra replied, O son of Nahusha, thinking of me, thou mayst transfer this thy decrepitude to whomever thou likest. That son who shall give thee his youth shall become thy successor to the throne. He shall also have long life, wide fame, and large progeny. Thus ends the 83rd section in the Sambhava Parva of the Adi Parva.